What is up, guys? Welcome back to Easy Life, and today we're going to be diving back into good old Snooker 19 on career mode, where we'll be starting up the Paul Hunter Classic, which we'll go straight into. There's no qualifying rounds. I'll be facing 6th player ranked within the bottom 8, as it seems, world number 123, Simon Litchenberg, in a best of 7 frame match. First one to win 4 frames, going through to the next round. I only think this is 16 players. I think this is a shorter tournament. My last career, which I didn't film, I actually quit it so I could film.
Hello from Germany.
And I didn't actually play the Paul Hunter Classic.
I really enjoyed coming to first, playing a tournament named after a great champion.
Didn't enjoy the concept, thought it was a minor tournament, but
The first frame.
if you didn't hear the guy just said, the guy Neil Fallon's commentator, he just said that it's a tournament named after a great player. Of course, Paul Hunter, if you don't know who he is, he's a good snooker player. He's one of the best, actually, about 15 years ago, but sadly he died of leukemia, I think. I'm not entirely sure what he died of, but he did. Which is, he died quite young. It's quite sad, actually, if you think of it like that. But that is just... It's just a history. I'm not taking it as a joke or anything, because it's of course not. It's quite sad if you think of it. But minute to win it, of course.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket.
In it to like to reproduce that break that I made at the end of last video, and go further, because that was one of the most enjoyable breaks I've ever built. Shame I didn't make the century. I was 1 ball off my highest, and highest of all time 94 in my old career, or maybe it was in a quick match. I think it was in a career, but yeah, the break of 92 was came out of nowhere really. But I kind of knew something good was going to happen because I was getting in the unexpected shots. I kind of felt maybe I could do a century here. Maybe it's meant to be that I'll do it, but I didn't quite make it. But doesn't mean I won't get that far again. Take it as motivation. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it once and do it again, innit? Just that green when I came up against it though, I knew I shouldn't have gone. I knew I knew it weren't going to go in. I kind of almost had lost hope by that point that green would go in. It was such a difficult shot.
10.
We can't dwell on that sort of shot. I mean, if we do, we're not going to get very far. So. Ian, obviously, I mean, anyone that's going to know, any weak Snooker 19 player, certainly in my calibre, is going to know that if they're faced up against a shot of that standard, that they ain't going to get it. Even that standard was difficult as a shot. Century's probably still on, but obviously Simon could do a bit of damage now. There's still 1-3-1 on the table, only 2 reds down. You never know, Simon Litchenberg. I mean, David Lilly that last time played a good match. He ran a good race, actually. Only easy match I had was the one in the couple of games ago, I think. My opponent scored about 9 points. I can't remember who I played. Fan Zheng Yi, I think I played. Yeah, that was a tough match. Sorry, that was a tough match? That was anything but a tough match. That was as easy as they come, I'd say. Yeah, let's see if I can do a swerve shot. In it, man. Nah, I think we'll just leave it. I think I'm actually going to play the double. It's just lower my cue elevation. I don't want it at 0 degrees. I don't want it at 8 degrees. There we go, 2 degrees, that's exactly where I wanted it. Just like the default. Bit of a boring shot, I know. But it paid off. That double's there. I think Dave Hendon just said I was fortunate there. I don't think I was fortunate. I kind of played that double. I felt it might have even been a natural to have gone in, so... I didn't just play it for the fun of it. I mean...
I'm not surprised he's taking on the
obviously, I would have obviously played it for the fun of it if I was going for a century and that was my last hope of making one, or...
That could be better.
going for it at the end of the frame just to bit of fun. But yeah, I'm going it seriously. I mean, this one, maybe I'll give it a shot to nothing. Hope the cue ball don't go in. The cue ball, well, the double kiss has eliminated any hope of that going in. It still remains 115 on the table yet. This frame might just be a bit of a scrappy one by the gist I'm getting of it.
More than half a chance
I'm
here.
not feeling the most exciting frame upon me.
Oh, that's right out of the top drawer.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad shot.
Positional shot. He'll be happy with that.
I'd say it was a decent positional shot. I'm on the green. Hopefully I'm slightly low on it so I can get back up for one of the reds slightly easier. I am slightly low on it. Maybe a bit higher than I would have liked, but it will do. I just had to play that kind of shot. I couldn't get perfect on the next red. But I'm on the next red, that is the thing. Yes, I'm awful. Yes, it's pretty rubbish to be blunt about it.
Yes, he's taken the pot on.
There was always a chance of it going in, and beautiful.
No problems with the rest there.
And when you get a split like that, that's as good as they come, I feel. Gonna take the risk. I'm gonna risk this one. If I miss it, I'll be regretting it, but if I get it, like I have done, it's just another great shot in the books.
10.
And I'm on a red. I'm on a few reds, I don't really know. This is the best choice. This is the most obvious choice of red, you'd have to say.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Yeah, in it goes. Oh, that kiss could have panned out a little better. I think I'm on the green, I hope I am anyway. I'm on the yellow if nothing else. I doubt I'm on the green actually, having said that. No, nowhere near it. Well, according to the scoreboard, I'm 21 in the lead, which is good.
Yes, he's taken the pot on.
Especially against an opponent of, especially when you're playing an opponent ranked 120 odd places below you.
No, not this time.
Well, look where the cue ball is. I mean, I could knock one in from there, but that's because I'm playing a video game. I probably couldn't in real life.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 11.
I mean, if I was a player on the game, I'd probably be ranked lower than 128. Well, there's no chance of a century in this frame, no chance of a 92 break. Well, there is a chance of a 92 break if he should give me a free ball without me putting another red or him putting another red. Then there's half a chance of a 92 break. Then there's a chance of a 92 break.
One.
Not for this frame. I'm still going to give it my best shot, of course.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
It probably ain't going to be as fun aspiring.
Oh, wonderful shot.
It's not as fun aspiring to have to make 92,
because
because it's a difficult one to top. Yeah, but it's exciting to target making a break of 50 because you know you can produce it, and it just gets exciting. I mean, making that 92 break's like 1 in a million for me. Okay, that's a bit extreme, not 1 in a million, but that don't happen. You won't see that very often. I mean, sure, my Snooker 19 might become really good all of a sudden, but that's going to take us. That won't just happen overnight. I don't put my heart and soul into Snooker 19. I'm not a professional gamer, as you might have gathered. Yeah, I think that was a risk I took with that shot.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4. Simon Litchenberg, 4.
I had to put heart and soul into that, but I do not believe he just knocked that one in. Right at the top draw, really, I'd have to say.
3.
Well, that wasn't. It might be. That does pop. I think I was being a bit naive thinking it didn't, so. He could make a few here if he'd not got. If he hadn't got. He could have made a few here had he not got the kiss on the green. You see, I'm back to the table now. I would have thought I would have been very soon, and I am. He's made a break of what? 9? Something pathetic. We'll keep that as his highest break, I think. I really don't know whereabouts that I'm buying a pot, man. I must be insane to think that's a pot. Still think that's insane. I don't think the first thing I did was insane. Oh my god, I'm handing these foul points away like.
Foul.
I'm handing these foul points away like sand
Well, he's playing on
like
here.
grains of sand dripping through my hands, dripping through my fingertips, or whatever they say. Right, about time.
Simon Litchenberg, 1.
It's not touching ball, is it? It's somewhere off touching ball. It's nestled. Don't get me wrong, a dirty shot, you can call it. It was a dirty shot. There was nothing sportsmanly about it, really. Or not as I'd regard, so. Harder and that was going in. Harder and that was going in. I do not believe it. I did all that work and it just panned out as a setup. And now I'm on the brink of going behind. I would never have fancied going behind in this frame. Ever. Not certainly after I got in first and made a break of 10, I think. He replied with a break of 8, but...
10.
Would you fancy that? I'm going to be going 1-0 behind, you could say, in one respect. In one respect, I played pretty poorly in this frame to let a lead slip. The other respect, he's done well. Well, he's going to. It looks like he'll have a fair lead. Ooh, you might be snookered. I don't think he is. It's just a difficult pot. That would have been a shocking pot.
18.
Yeah, that's all right as a safety. I mean, well, against a lower ranked against such a lower ranked opponent, yes, it is. There we go. I'm getting my words out correctly. That's the problem. I think tension can get the better of you. Snooker. Even in real life, I've noticed I'm doing it. I'm saying just getting my words a bit muddled up when I'm playing snooker. I think I'm not really bothered about what I'm saying. I know what I want to say. I know what I'm thinking, but maybe my thoughts are pretty diluted with how tense the game is. Because my concentration is really not on what I'm saying, it's elsewhere when I'm playing snooker. Snooker absolutely drives you ballistic. And last week I played a match of snooker, which I led 1-0, yeah. I mean, you know, fancy your chances, best of 19. You won the first frame quite happily. Second frame, you play pretty well, you think. Halfway through it, you think, my opponent carries like this, and we finished the match today. I'll be winning 10-0. It'd be an embarrassment for my opponent. And then my opponent, he manages to get to a black ball decider, and then I miss the final black, and I'm like, no, in fact I don't. I knock the cue ball in off, and that's the mistake that costs me. In the next frame, I'm well in front. In fact, he needs snookers, and then what do? Hand the frame to him. You think, all right then, it's just a game of snooker. Clearly, he just doesn't like me. In the next frame, you can't concentrate anyway because that's in the back of your mind, and you're frustrated that you didn't go 2-1 in front. And next frame, after trying 3-1 and having a little bit of a break, you're refreshed in your mind. You've got over the fact that you've lost 2 black ball deciders, one of these being from snookers behind and absolutely getting your head smashed in on the other frame. Then you come back nice and calm, winning mentality, and what do? You lose the 3rd frame on the black. And then what happens? The last one, you start off really behind, but you produce some superb stuff to get right back into it, and what happens? You lose on another black ball decider, a 5-1 deficit. It was absolutely horrendous. Since then, we have not finished the match, but since then, in the last about 4 sessions, I think, I've managed to recover the deficit of 5-1, and I now trail still, having never levelled. Well, take you on a journey through what happened. I won the first 2. Then I lost the next. That is a 6-3 deficit. It went 6-4, then 7-4. And by this point, I'd won 2 frames on a black ball anyway. I think.
He won't be happy with that.
Or I'd won 1. I'd won 1 or 2. Then it went 7-5. I think I won that on a black ball. Then it went 8-5, and then Looked for all money to be 9-5, but my opponent missed a very easy black. Final black, that was. And I won the frame off that error, pretty much. It was a difficult pot that I got in. It was a long, intense pot, but just had to take my chance, and I got it. And reduced the gap to 8-6. Enough blabbering on about that. Let's focus on making a century break. I'm 3-1 down in terms of balls, in terms of points. 2-1 down in terms of balls potted. I won't
really worked out at all.
I won't be happy with that.
7.
No. Just a dirty safety.
That's a bit careless.
Foul and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan. 7.
Oh, missed. Oh no. How did he get that in, man?
3. 4.
That was appalling. That was an appalling cannon. And that...
Simon Litchenberg. 11.
But that, on the other hand, was an excellent cannon. I love the excellent cannon because it gives me a good chance. Well, provided I'm on a red, which... Well, I am on a red, but it's just not a very easy one. It's not a very easy one. Easy.
Well, it goes.
Right, this is easy.
Here.
Easy. Ooh.
No, not quite.
No, I wasn't trying there. I wasn't trying. I was trying not to embarrass Simon. I thought everyone deserves a second chance. You can have one, bro. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because I could have left the cue ball.
1.
He can get his cue arm going, pick up momentum. That's the last thing I want, really.
6.
It's the last thing anyone wants of their opponent. Right.
Simon
Last chance
Litchenberg.
saloon for me to make a century in this frame with 107 points remaining. Give this my all, as per usual. Don't get me wrong, I always give it my all.
1.
I mean, you do anything, don't you aim to do the best, don't you aim to get absolutely ace it. And don't you aim to do, surely you'd aim it in every frame to do a 147. It seems like common sense to me, but people say aiming for a century or something. I thought, why don't you just aim for a 147? Like a game show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and people say aiming for 32 grand. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I suppose it's just what you'd be happy to get to, but... And obviously it's very hard to get a million. I'd still aim for it. I wouldn't say, nah. I wouldn't say, nah, I'd give up at 250 or something. It's a great show. There was a series on recently of the new version with Jeremy Clarkson. It is a funny show. Somebody nearly got the million, I think. In fact, Jeremy Clarkson knew the answer to the £1 million question, but Guy had already used the Clarkson's lifeline to get to that point, so he couldn't use it again. But the question he used it on, he didn't know a clue of the answer anyway. Well, the guy who got to it, he didn't really know particularly much, but Jeremy Clarkson said he was about 93% certain he knew the answer. I would have loved to have gone for the black here, because this tarnishes, well, it doesn't tarnish, but it damages my chance of getting a century to an extent.
Tricky pot coming
It doesn't completely eliminate it, it just means I can only reach 103, which kind of reduces the amount of low value colours I can take.
That's great cue ball control. Excellent.
Obviously maybe not aim for the century, but
20.
it's a bit hypocritical having just heard, well, you guys haven't just heard what I've been saying, but yeah, maybe not aim for the century. I'm just aiming for 50 here. I'm aiming for a century. I've got a very competitive streak inside of me.
21.
I want to win. Don't you get me wrong, Old Fruity. Old Fruity, I think that's going in if I play it that sort of, in that manner, yeah.
Yes, he's taken the pot.
Don't know what you Old Fruities think, but quite frankly, I don't really care what you guys thought of that shot.
27.
That's fine, yep.
Well, he's taking the red on. Oh, what a shot. Unbelievable.
Maybe a tad too hard.
With the position here.
Right, I've got to take on... Well, I can take on the pink actually. But this enables me to only lose one more point. Pretty much blacks every time, save for once. But that's the way. But as they say, desperate times require extreme measures. Or extreme times call for extreme measures, whatever they say.
34.
But that's not going to matter to me. Oh, or mightn't it? Might it? Just maybe. Maybe.
Aiming for the centre pocket here.
Here goes a chance. What a punt!
Quality cueing there, really good.
What a punt!
35.
I'm not one to do sorts of things like that, but I wanted it. Gonna have to take the black on every other red if I want. Off every red now if I want the century break. But I think I just want a good break. Century would be a bonus.
Going for the right centre pocket here.
Not 100% happy with that shot. It will do, don't get me wrong. But in one respect, I really don't have a clue where the hell the red's going. Like I said, I thought I was going to miss it thin, let alone thick, but can I break 41's nice? I mean,
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 41.
And I'm beating him by an exact 2-to-1 ratio, well, in terms of frame score. In terms of the score within the frame, I mean, obviously in the frames, I'm beating him 1 frame to 0. Which is good for now. I mean, it looks like I could have, and I'd still make myself favourite for the frame. Well, I'm beating with 3-to-2 ratio now, so maybe things are changing. You know, it looks like it's going to be 6-to-5. Yeah.
16.
And 1-to-1 maybe very soon.
17.
No, 48-40. You see, if he takes the, I thought if he took the pink, the black was difficult. And if he took the pink, he might have been snookered, so it's kind of a win-win situation for me.
Aiming for the centre pocket here.
Position looks good for a colour.
Oh, that's amazing. Because I don't even have to do too much work with the cue ball, as they say, because look where the yellows ended up. And I can pretty much just do something like that. And there goes the cue ball. It wasn't a difficult shot, it was just I was a bit nervous and perhaps being snookered. Maybe okay, I admit maybe it's a bit more difficult than it seemed.
This should be pretty simple.
Should be pretty simple. Oh!
I'd be disappointed with that shot.
Yeah, I could have done with a kiss on the brown, but it doesn't necessarily mean I can't pop the green. It just makes it extremely hard.
He's taking it on.
Like I said, it just made it extremely hard.
Would you believe it?
And position on the brown, it kind of messes that around. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, pied the green, it would take probably a miracle to pot the brown. Yeah. Let's hope he doesn't make me replay it. Because it's not a shot I fancy to replay.
He'll be disappointed with that shot, I think. Foul and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 30.
Well, he played on and he
Simon
missed.
Litchenberg.
And I'm not snookered. I've actually got a chance to pop this. It's a bit of a thin cut. Bit of a thin snip into that yellow pocket,
Round card here.
as they call it. I feel like I've done this shot before in a previous game. I didn't get it before, I don't think. And I got that one, and that was frame ball. So despite having played pretty rubbish to say the least, in the second frame, it will be victory for the player.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
And in it goes.
Excellent cueing.
Oh, could he make the clearance? A breaker 22? Oh, let's wait, let's see, let's find out. I think after this frame it will just be one last frame of this video. Yeah. I'll continue tomorrow. Unless, like, I'm finished with... unless I finish the next frame, unless I win the next frame and finish it with, like, in 5 minutes. I've, like, 15 minutes to spare before the dreaded 47 mark. Then I'd genuinely consider playing it. But let's just see what happens in frame 3.
22. And the frame.
But a 2-0 deficit. 2-0 deficit's a lot to recover for good old Simon Litchenberg. But a 2-0 lead is quite a nice one for me. Let's see how much he messes up the break off by.
Thank you. The third frame.
What?
Simon.
I thought I was snookered then on all the reds, except for the pack. But it turns out that I'm wrong on that. On that nightmare, if you like. On that fear, that worry. Yes. Freed up a lot of reds.
You'll be disappointed with that.
Well, in playing that shot, I've freed up a lot of reds. And why would I be disappointed? I love this shot. I genuinely love this shot.
He's taking this yellow on.
No, I'm not doing any screwbacks. I love how the commentators talk as if it's a massive surprise that I'm taking the yellow on. I mean, it's my favourite shot. I mean, I've done it enough times in a career.
3.
Oh no, not happy about that one, old fruities.
Tricky shot here.
Just remember the rule with cushion shots. Hit the cushion at the same time as you hit the ball. You got to hit them exactly simultaneously, and I believed that I could do it because I got so close before. And in fact, when I say before, I mean earlier on in this video. I think it was the first frame of the match. That oh dear. That
He's an expert
kind of believed that it was
taking
that is actually a doable shot. I wouldn't doubt myself in the future. I don't know what made me just assume that was a cushion. Oh no! You almost undermine the importance of the next shot when you do such a great one. But it amounted to pretty much nothing, aside from 1 point. Maybe it'll help me later in the frame, but it didn't help on building a century break. But let's see. I mean, I'm glad I got it in. I mean, it's better than nothing unless it hinders my ability to make a century break. I'll reach this time because I know I'm going to reach. I've overhit it. Yeah. And I split some reds without actually leaving him on any, so he split some reds even more. And I've got various shots and nothing's available. I think I've got 3, maybe 2. I'll take the middle one. That should open things up. Nah. Don't know if it goes, so I'm just going to take this bottom one. I mean, it's very difficult. Ooh.
Close, but not quite.
Dave Hendon says it's close. I say I missed it by a week. He missed that by a week. That's what Phil Yates says. He missed that by a week. That's so funny when he said it. Dave Gilbert just missed the pot by about 3 foot. A long pot. The reds smashed right back into the pack, splitting them up, enabling Ronnie O'Sullivan to do a clearance. I mean, Dave Gilbert just caught up 3-1 down to 3-3. And then he misses that shot. He misses. And then Phil Yates says, Joe Johnson would say, he missed that by a week. It's so funny. And then Ronnie O'Sullivan just comes in and demolishes the table. Oh no, why didn't I go for the other road? I missed that by a fraction. I missed that by a second. If the Earth had rotated a second more, I would have got that. That's kind of what that phrase means to me, but if the Earth had rotated a little bit more, it would have gone in. The Earth had rotated by a week, he would have got that. Well, it's so funny when he said it. It was at the World Grand Prix of Sullivan versus Gilbert, frame 7, which is the last one, the decider. And Joe Johnson says he missed it by a proverbial week, but it was the way Phil Yates said it as well that made it seem all the more special.
Tricky pop coming up.
I missed that by nothing.
Fabulous shot.
I nearly missed the cue ball by nothing as well. I missed the cue ball by about an inch.
1.
Oh, I can't really judge what an inch is in relation to a television. Television? Well, yeah, it is a television, isn't it? In relation to the screen, I suppose, or the graphics, whatever it is. And I'm playing on a TV as a games. I'm playing on the games console, obviously Xbox, but it's been displayed on my TV.
I want this to drop into the centre pocket.
Yes. Feels nice to be able to pot these balls.
Played that very well.
Having not potted for a bit. Played it very well. I thought I wasn't on anything then, but I think I'm just about on that red. I thought I'd just hit it at 50, see what happens.
Nice positioning for the brown.
Be honest.
9.
Be honest. To be honest, I was neither here nor there with that shot. I'd be grateful if I was on the green. Yeah, I am. I'll be taking that on, I think. Despite having some reluctancy about taking it on, I mean, to be honest, I'd rather take the yellow, but... Risky situations call for extreme measures, as they say. As Terry Silver says in Karate Kid Part 3, which is probably my favourite film of all time.
Into the right corner. Back to loose. He wanted more control there.
I find the film absolutely hilarious.
12.
Terry Silver is so mean to Daniel LaRusso, it's just so funny. And then, yeah, Daniel LaRusso is so gullible.
This is really tricky.
I don't know how you can judge that, but I reckon it's more or less right.
And he's missed it.
Would you believe that? I probably downed another 2 reds. Yeah, I downed another 2. Oh, there's only 1 red left. Oh no! Oh. Tension. Boring when you're sitting off the table. So the shot on the green was slightly stupid. I regret not taking the yellow. I just thought the yellow would be a stupid choice, but why didn't I go for it? What was wrong with it? I mean, I could have gone for the yellow, then that red along cushion, then the black. black cannon into the reds, I would have been on a red. Boom, 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 I would have made a break. Well, I can make a break, it just won't be a century. I only buy 2 reds, actually. Is that the case? But let's see how big a break I can build. I mean, there's no harm in getting a bit of practice in.
Well, you lost control of the cue ball there. He'll be annoyed with that.
That shot wasn't really particularly to my favour. Green goes, as does the blue. I fancy the blue more than I do to the green. I did fancy the blue until I realised that doesn't go, so that's a bit rubbish.
This is not easy. That's a really good split, and this is a real...
I like that shot. I love how the balls just travelled almost simultaneously, like you'd get if you did a push shot. But it works out a treat, really. I think I'm high on this road, which would be perfect. Yes, I am. Oh, am I? No, I'm not. I'm very low on it, actually. I suppose that changes my attitude towards the shot. Just thought I'd gently play upwards. I'm on the blue. I think I just gently screw back and I'll be on a red. Or I could gently screw into these balls. Or is that dangerous? Well, there's no guarantee that'll be on a red, but it's got to be done sometime. So with regret, I'm taking this. Yeah. Well, I'm not on that red by no means, but that red's certainly been freed. So it goes now, and I'm on one of these easy reds, which is actually a win-win situation. So for the fact that I'm a bit long distance on these, it would have been great if I could have got the easy shot as well. But can't have everything, and that's a great shot, I'd say. The red I played, the shot on the blue I played is beautiful. Really, it was win-win. Yeah, I think I'm going to play it like that. See if I can get around the back of that red.
He won't be too happy with his position here.
Well, having played that shot, all I can say is I don't know what I was thinking there. Because it was completely stupid, the choice of shot. It's quite frankly one of the most stupid shots I've played.
A half chance.
What the hell was I thinking? Why did I play that shot? Sorry, guys. That was completely messed up. It's one thing trying to be clever, but trying to do something stupid like that's completely thick. It kind of brought back a memory of a shot in the 2018 final, World Championship, that is, between Higgins and Williams, and I think the last frame of day 1. John Higgins was about to play a blue, but there was a brown literally near the pocket, and he spent about a minute on this shot thinking, I hope I don't knock the brown. And he was trying to devise a path to the cue ball so it could go round the bottom, so it could go round the brown or something like that, or up and down bulk. And he just couldn't do it. In the end, he potted the blue, thinking he'd devised a path, and he still ended up potting the cue ball, sadly.
24.
Well, at least I'm coming back to the table, that's a positive. I've got 8 minutes left and the video will crash. Well, it won't crash, but it will to you guys if that's the way it happens. I mean, I won't let it happen. I mean,
great shot.
If push comes to shove, I'd stop the video and I'd stop the frame and finish it in the next video.
1.
And that's allowed, isn't it? I know it's not particularly professional. It's not particularly professional by my standards, no. But it's more professional than the video crashing and me not even realising. And I don't even have to. I obviously have to make some time for me to sign off, but I'm on the red. I'm pretty sure there's...
Fine.
I'm not really worried about the brown, yeah. I wasn't worried about the brown, I was just worried about getting past the blue. And I'm definitely getting past that blue, yeah. There looked like there's about an inch, maybe even 2 inch gap between the red and the brown. Sorry, the red and the blue. Cue ball and the blue. Oh my god, I'm speaking in riddles. Oh, he's in front. Okay, this is a bit of a choker. I thought I was still in the lead, but he made a break of 23, I forgot. So, yeah, fair dues.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it.
Oh! Would you fancy that to happen? No, I don't believe that happened. And I would never have predicted it in any
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
of
6.
my
Simon
line of
Litchenberg,
thinking.
5.
Put to be blunt about that. And that sucks. Come on. That objectively is crap.
He's aiming to sink this into the
And
right
what else am I
corner.
supposed to be thinking? Oh, maybe it'll kiss the green and go in. I mean, my luck in real life's a bit like that. Oh no, yeah, of course. Why not? Let's go. Let's all go in off. Why not? Yeah, I thought so. You got scared, didn't you? Yeah. That's it. That's the way to handle this game. Just threaten the balls, isn't it? And they say play your balls, not your opponent, but I don't know why I'm getting so annoyed, but they say play your balls, not your opponent, but I mean, come on.
Very tricky shot coming up.
And if the balls aren't going to help you, then hopefully your opponent
He
can.
needed some luck there, and he didn't get it.
Well, I did get the luck. The luck was that the cue ball didn't go in off.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 5.
I genuinely thought for a moment the cue ball would go in off on that shot as well. I mean, my luck hasn't been too great. I have one cue ball pot, certainly, and I had two near misses, and that's all happened very recently. Oh, the Browns continued to run. I thought I was going to leave it on. That's alright. Yeah. Tired.
Pace will be very important with this
I
shot.
don't know why I'm so tired.
Tricky shot here.
Oops. I don't really think I've altered the camera angle too much. Yeah, I think I overhit that mistakenly. I'm not really bothered. I mean, this should be a formality. I don't think I need the black. No, I won't. I'm one in front. Knocking this in will give me great insurance of the frame, I'd
This
say.
is not easy.
Obviously, it doesn't give me the frame. It just really enables me to press home with it. I highly doubt it's going to take 5 minutes to pop the next two balls. I mean, I'd be stunned if it was.
So, just this for the frame.
I think anyone would be stunned. Imagine I missed. Well, let's just not imagine. You can imagine now if you like, but I'd rather not imagine I fouled the black. I think that's certainly not something I want to be imagining.
He's playing the pot here.
I thought the cue ball was going in off, then I started to panic, but I saw a relief when I saw it wasn't going in off. But that is the frame. Simon Litchenberg, that will cost you the frame, whatever errors you've been making. And a 3-0 lead
Thank you, the fourth frame.
is mine, guys. Oh, sorry, let me stop yawning. Guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you soon, please. Multi-scribe and multi-like. Bye!